Hello, welcome, SpeedGaming fans, to our Monday Madness race. We have 10 entrants in this race, and we picked Mo and Lopter to be on our stream. I'm Change, joined on tracking today by Slam347. Should have a pretty decent race here. We've had a decent amount of expert challenge come up, other than our Monday Madness, so it's good to see our races come into more fruition here. And away we go. Get a nice, we'll get them synced up as soon as we can coming through here. But yeah, starting in the little cubby in Everest here. Get to dodge a little crab on the way through. Let's see what we can find over here. Alright, we get a nice farm room there, which is nice to see. And then grapple, which is understandable with Everest right nearby. So, can go into probably every single door here in Everest, I would imagine. Except for the morph tunnel. That's about the only place they wouldn't be allowed to go. A little bit of divergence here. Lopter choosing to farm up a little bit more, rather than heading straight up north here. We do see the first ammo door up there. Need power bombs to go straight north. Alright. Here we go. Lopter slowly following the footsteps. We did not see the top right door. And we didn't see the bottom left door. Bottom right door. Bottom right door is still a iffy go. We do not know if we can cross-room jump to that door again yet. So they would like to find a save before checking that, but you know, they haven't lost too much progress if they do, so it doesn't matter that much. Alright. And we're first one into West Ocean here is Lopter, which is quite nice. But Mo not far behind. We'll see if we can get a Sky Morph or not. That is the most common item to see up at the top here, but we will see. Might just be ammo, after all. Alright, first one is Lopter and its speed. Ooh, that's an interesting find. So, speed is quite nice here. And we did see a waterway up at the top that Mo did see. I don't think Lopter's seen it yet. But both taking the save here. Both with grapple and speed. A couple of interesting items here. And it looks like Lopter is going to find this waterway as well, so they'll have the same sort of information here. Very similar progress. Looked like Mo was almost going for blue into the room there, but would have been interesting to do. If we had morph, you could just speedball all the way through, which is fun, but no morph yet, and there it is, as we speak about it. There we go. So, nice even race so far. Mo trying to get a little bit more farm there, but unfortunately missed out on that drop. Lopter thinking about the farm up there in the Meridia Super Gate room. Alright. So we could try down the crab hole now. Actually, we have quite a few options now, but both of them taking a pivot save here, which is very understandable. We have a lot of doors to explore now, and a lot of one ways to do. Bottom right of Everest, down the crab hole here. What else? That's probably the only two one ways. We could go through the heated room too. That's an option. First ammo picked up by Lopter here. Mo deciding to head towards, looks like the map. So this probably Fantoon, because it is connected to, yeah, it is. So understandably, it is Fantoon. So they won't be able to get to Fantoon more than likely, unless it's in the bottom of West Ocean. But if it's in the regular old position, we're not going to see Fantoon for a while, so we'll be blinding here. And Lopter doesn't get these missiles, which is gonna be a little bit of an issue. But Mo does do the crossroom jump, so that is a little bit more progression for Mo than Lopter. Hello, FaZe. We do have our Monday Madness. This is the Expert Challenge. Yep. So we'll see how difficult this seed becomes. So far, we haven't seen too many difficult tricks. 3 majors so far. And what do we see in the bottom of Ocean? It is Mother Brain. So we know that Fantoon and Mother Brain are here, and we did see a caution door in Everest there in the crab hole. So that could be Ridley as well. It could be Ridley right into Mother Brain there, which is funny. But Lopter gaining his first pack of missiles here, and Mo gonna check and find Mother Brain here. So yeah, there's a mysterious Ridley shaped hole on the other side of this thing with a caution door. So that is like 100% Ridley over there. So we have 3 bosses accounted for if they're paying attention. I wouldn't be like amazed if they knew that offhand. I don't know if Lopter's seen the caution tape on the morph hole there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. But so Mo will check the left door here while Lopter's already opened it. Good pause abuse there by Lopter. Almost took too much heat damage there. All right. Ooh, okay. So they could do some things in Fish Tank. That might be progression, because they do have speed. We will see, though. Likely they're looking for something with Morph, though, but we did get missiles with Morph. So I don't know if that's already too much progression or just the right amount for them. Neither have checked the bottom right door here in Everest. Both heading to the right side here. And so far, just a few connector rooms. A couple farm rooms, but nothing super important. Alright. And lava dive. So they cannot go to the top right of Everest now. It's good knowledge to have, but nothing too important here. So bottom right door of Everest and Fish Tank are the options now. I think the rest are all accounted for here. And Lopter's the first into the bottom right of Everest, and they can do it, so no problem there with the croc shaft there. And let's see what we have over here. We get Leodox, which is just a long room. No issue for either of our runners here. But Mo took a save here. I think Lopter went in there. I couldn't tell if he saved. I just heard the noise on Lopter's end, and yeah, he would save. But both heading through here. So very close race. We're neck and neck here. And we get, okay, we can get a speedball into Big Pink here. Just have to kill these pirates off. So we can speedball both ways, no problem. Which is a nice, interesting trick to have here. Nothing too difficult. I think this would be in very hard, not expert. But excellent work by Lopter there. And then here comes Mo. Doesn't get it first try, that would be unfortunate. But they both get it first try, so no issues there. Yeah, otherwise they'd have to take a long time to kill those pirates all over again. And we see a hazard door on the top right of Big Pink here. But nothing up there. Okay, there's our progression. Ice. Ice. What does ice get for us? Not too sure quite yet if we have anything that would be ice related. Ooh, we do get something up there. That would likely be progression. So, ice instantly leading to Etikun E-Tank and our power bombs. Slightly too low there for Lopter. But that should... Ooh, I think he's like 1 pixel low there. Looks like he will farm up. Maybe he'll take an extra down there. I do like the double B-Tom clip rather than the single, but makes it a little easier for me. But not necessary to do. Mo saving his health up, leading the B-Tom in slowly. But yeah, first power bombs for Lopter here, so he can get the item in Big Pink, but that probably won't be progression there. Wouldn't imagine. 1 pixel low there for Mo, sadly. There we go. Second try, no problem. Making up a little bit of time on Lopter there with him taking a little longer. And he'll just back out because he did not have the missiles to keep going there, unfortunately. So, where will power bombs lead us? We could go up to the top of Everest. We did see a power bomb door up there. Don't know how much is above there quite yet. Oh, they can also do Fantoon now. That is another option. With power bombs, you can get man. Very dangerous fight, but it's possible. Alright. There we go. Extra saves here by Mo. Don't mind it at all. Lets you blind into more of these rooms. Neither of them checked the power bomb lock here in Big Pink quite yet. Nice speedball back through by Mo. I think we saw the same from Lopter, but I just missed it there. But nice pivot save there from Mo, for sure. I do like that quite a bit. I think we probably got the same from Lopter, but just Lopter used a PB for the speed instead of speedball. Makes sense. It's nice to save PBs, but better to save time in a race. Good grapple jumps there from Lopter. Unfortunately, a little bit of hard time aiming for that grapple shot. Alright, looks like Lopter might be heading directly to Fantoon here. Which is, I think, one of the better plays you can do if you're confident in your zero tank Fantoon. Not something I am very confident in, but I know these runners probably would have a lot less issues with it than me. Can only take just a few hits. You do get some farm in the middle of the fight, but yeah, if you're not very careful, you are going to die fairly easily. But yeah, straight into Fantoon here for Lopter. Hopefully we can see both of them succeed at this fight. Both of them taking the save right before it. We haven't seen the Fantoon save yet, which is surprising. We have gone through, what, 3 or 4 saves now, and none of them have been the Fantoon save. Good start there from Lopter. Down to 1 hit here, so have to be careful. We'll be health bombed here on the next round. But with 15 missiles, it's a lot more lenient here. Don't have to worry so much. There we go. Good round so far. And he's back up to full health, so probably getting through this without an issue here. Just gets a slow, unfortunately. Ooh. There we go. Got a fast there, so likely to finish him off in this round here. Yeah, there we go. Excellent work there by Lopter. Got close a couple times, but recovered very well there. And Mo getting a slow there, unfortunately, so it's Fantoon not being friendly, but pretty good Doppler. Nice job clearing out those flames from Mo here. And gets the hit on the slow there, and sadly getting all slows here for Mo. So Fantoon not being friendly to him at all. But nice easy fight. Didn't take as much damage as Lofter, I don't think. He had a cleaner fight there, I think. But both of them easily through the Fantoon here. But we do get to see Spiky Room of Death for the map. But likely save before heading down here, which is nice, because you can just revert right after the map. There we go. And we do see Ridley into Mother Brain there. We do see 1X on the left of Bubble Mountain there. Or not Bubble Mountain, sorry. Big Pink. So that could be the next go around. There's also the way through Thread the Needle there. Both either could be progression. Go through Thread the Needle and Metroid Room. Ooh, we do take a death there on Mo, heading through the Spiky Room of Death, aptly named. But saved before heading down, so not a super big time loss there. Looks like he'll do it second try. Takes a spike hit, but doesn't matter with his he'll just revert to a save after getting the map anyways. So Lupter off to a slight lead here. But wait. I thought this went up to Lava Dive. Why is he going to Lava Dive? I think he misrouted that. Not sure why he's up near Lava Dive. There's much closer, better farms, I think. So, yeah, now he's heading down to the Croc Shaft here. We'll see if Mo can make up any ground with that slight misroute, I think, from Lofter. I don't think he meant to go up there in the least. Alright. Here we go, yeah. Mo just following in the footsteps here. And Lofter is down into Big Pink. Should probably say before checking this X, I think. Yeah. Not the freest X coming down Screw Attacker Room and back up. Actually, that might be very dangerous, but it's still good to check at the very least. I don't know if they can actually get out of that Screw Attacker Room, actually. If there's a farm room there, it definitely is possible. Say like the B-Tom item room. Definitely possible to get that X and get back out, but otherwise I don't really know if they could. Yeah, Mo hitting up this save, and Lopter heading all the way across through Thread the Needle and Bat Cave and a Metroid Room. And Mo following in footsteps. Surprised neither of them peeked that X, honestly. That would have been my first little peek there. Yeah, always nice to have some form of either ammo or grapple for Thread the Needle. Alright. Good pause there from Lopter just in case in Bat Cave there. And nice to have ice here in the Metroid room too. Can deal with the Rinkas and the Metroids, especially with 15 ammo. Can kill all 3 Metroids if you want to. Excellent movement through there. And Mo into Bat Cave here. Choosing a slightly different strat here. And again, the cautious pause there. In the middle. Alright, what do we get over here in the wrecked ship shaft? More power bombs. Alright, that's nice to get at the very least. But we do get a nice E-tank over here, or reserve for that matter. So, reserve very valuable. They can now easily get out of that, what's it called on the left? The screw attack room on the left. That might be necessity because that probably isn't the farm room then. Nice speedy jump up there by Mo. Lopter shows the spark method. Alright. So, we're likely back to Big Pink now. For that X. So the peeking wouldn't have led to anything, which is better for our racers here. And also nice to have the 10 PBs over here. Nice D-boost through Bat Cave there for Lopter. Alright. Back through Thread the Needle. And okay, Mo I think just killed off all those Metroids, so that room won't respawn again. Not that it matters too much. There's a farm on pretty much every side of that room, so not a big deal. Alright. Looks like Lopter will farm up to full, then take the save, then head down screw attack room. Still a fairly tight race so far. No real deviation between our runners. Only thing that's really separated them so far is that single death to what's it called? What was that room? The spiky room of death. And a little bit of worse Phantoon luck for Mo, I think. He got some really bad slows. Alright, 15 power bombs. Interesting. Could be looking at criteria here. Like I said, they can get through Fish Tank there. Also with the reserve, they can go to Brinstar through either Edikun E-Tanks or through the main hall here. So they have 2 entrances to Brinstar over here. We'll see which, if any, they decide to take. Alright. Lopter double checking his map, seeing if he can do anything here. Easier method to get into Brinstar is definitely the Edikun E-Tanks room. Just ice clipping up the crumble blocks there. Ooh, unfortunate death there for Mo. But not super important, because it's just power bombs. So, what is next for Mo? It's like Lopter's farming up to full before hitting this ice clip. Fortunately, a pixel low again. Lopter's had a little bit more trouble than Mo with this clip, so. But Mo takes a little bit longer with the B-Tom in the morph area there. But yeah, see, Mo has really been crushing it in terms of the ice clip. So he just passed up Lopter there on the ice clip. All right. Mo taking his time with the Metroid room, choosing to freeze the Metroids. I know there's a speedy jump across the room too that you can do, but chose to do the ice way, which is much safer. And we have a heated room right after. So if they would have went main hall, this would have been a big heat run for them. So good thing they took the Edikun method. And we do see Bryn Shaft here. All right, looks like we're going to get the clip here. Well, that's 1 pixel off, sadly, for Lopter. One thing that I do to make this clip easier for myself without high jump is to bring 2 B-Toms over so I can stand on one's head, so I don't have to wall jump in the middle. All right. Lopter attempting the tricky speed jump there, like I was saying. I was alluding to that earlier, but very dangerous to do that. Much safer to just use the ice method, take it slow. So Mo with a decent lead now. You can go to the top of Bryn Shaft here with an ice clip. I don't know if they're... Oh, they have power bombs. What am I talking about? They can just go up there for free. What am I talking about? That's just free. All right, nice save here in Bryn Shaft. Can we get to the map here is the question. And Bottoon hallway here in the Bryn Shaft. There we go. There's the nice speedy jump that I was talking about. Excellent work on second attempt there. So not super far behind his Lopter. He will be in Bryn Shaft here in a second, I would imagine. There we go. No issues with the hell run there. And a nice farm right afterwards, too. So Mo's going to take a trip through a Bottoon E-Tank room here. This is pretty regular location for Bottoon E-Tank room. It really likes to have both the Bottoon tank room and the below Bottoon tank room right below this. But no items in here for our runners other than missiles. I mean, missiles can still be progression with boss fights, but it's much less likely. But I think Mo will take another save here, maybe. Yeah, looks like it. And then, will he continue blinding, or will he try for map here? Alright, looks like he's heading up the elevator. I think map was on the right, which is why he was trying to go through Bottoon E-Tank, which makes a lot of sense. But we do see the warehouse elevator top there, so no supers, so can't head to the right there. And Spore Spawn on the bottom left of that elevator. So a little bit more blinding here for Mo. We do see the crab shaft that should lead to Spore Spawn there. And that's Ridley Farm, so they can do a heat run through that, and back with the reserve. So that could be progression right there in the Ridley Farm room. Good cross-room jump there by Mo on his second attempt. And he should be able to make it there and back. Let's see, we get an X, but it's more power bombs. Honestly, I just reset them. It's not really worth his time, more than likely. But we will see. Yeah, he just resets them. It's a pretty big hassle to get there and back. But Lopter doing the same now, just slightly behind here. And power bombs. Yeah, he resets them too. A little bit quicker decision there from Lofter. Making up quite a bit of time with his decision making here for Lofter. He's just been really quick reverts and such. I think he reverted out of the block to an E-tank haul instead of continuing on. But we're into Meridia here for our runners. Maybe we can get the map over here. We do see Parlor and Pre-Spore spawn room there. And Ice Trippers. So lots of rooms to check up here in Parlor. Both runners high-fiving here in Parlor. And we see Grapple Tutorial 3 there, so no supers for that at all. Ooh, we get to see an E-tank there in Croc Escape. Can't get to it, but nice to see at the very least that they exist. And we will see the top right of Parlor here. We see GT top right and Metal Pirates top left. They can go through Metal Pirates with the speed item there. Definitely, I think that's an expert trick, doing the speed kill on these two. Don't know if it leads anywhere quite yet, but it is possible. Yeah, haven't found any progression over here in Brinstar, sadly. Or Meridia, sorry. Just being a bunch of dead ends. Ooh. Almost got stuck in the doorway there by Mo, but interesting little conundrum there. I think we've explored almost everywhere here in Meridia, other than through the Metal Pirates. Will they attempt Metal Pirates is the question. They could also go through Ice Tripper Room. That is another option. They might have seen... Oh yeah, they have seen Single Chamber over here, so... Unless they're willing to do some really, really, really intense management over on the left side here, that'll be a pretty iffy go over on the left side here. They can do it with their tanks, especially if there's a farm in the middle of that hell run, which there very well might be. If they can get through the two-tile room before Grapple Tutorial, they can very well do that hell run. So we will have to see. They can also do Fish Tank with a Spark. So lots of options right now. We'll see what they choose to do. They don't have a save too far from here in the Bryn Shaft. Alright, we're going to see the Metal Pirates here from Mo. Good start so far. Gonna use his reserve management. Don't... What? What happened? He didn't hit it. Oof. Unfortunately. I thought he hit that spark pretty good, but I guess he wasn't far enough right there, sadly. So, we'll look to refarm, I think. I don't know. Yeah, this is probably the best farm he has, just farming this crab over and over. He could also take double elevators up. I think that's probably slower. So I understand what he's doing here. Farming up the crab. Both of them actually farming the crab. Just a crab farming session here. It's crab for dinner, everyone. Hope you enjoy. Alright, Lofter gonna head towards the Metal Pirates now. Alright, Mo hits the first pirate without an issue. Uses his reserves very well. And second pirate looks good too. Excellent pirate kill there. And wakes up the planet. That's the other thing that's a benefit here for him. And he gets a farm on the other side. So now Planet's awake, which is really nice to see. So back here in Parlor, he will have a farm around here. They've been doing the nice short charge there to get out of the top left. So two things that Lopter hasn't seen are the crab gate room and hasn't woken up the planet. The fish tank's an option, and so is the bottom of Parlor. They can do that hell run. That hell run is possible, especially if there's a farm midway. It does not take even a tank to get through Ice Tripper, and single chamber is not, like, it's maybe a tank. And they have a reserve, so that hell run at the bottom of Parlor is very, very likely. Looks like Lopter is heading back up. He may do the Metal Pirates first. Well, I think Mo should save before heading on this hell run, if he's not super confident. There is a save over there, but it's not friendly. Through both the hell runs over here. So, Lopter heading into the Metal Pirates. Does take a hit there from him, sadly. So first try, not quite there for him. Getting missile drops instead of health drops there, sadly. Mo checking his options here. I don't think they have many other options. It's either the bottom hell run in the Parlor or fish tank. And fish tank may be a one-way. Those are the two options that they do have. They can do the bottom left of fish tank and the bottom of Parlor. Those are the two options that I've seen so far that they can do. Alright, second try here for Lopter, trying the Metal Pirates here. It looks like Mo's heading back down towards Bryn Shaft. Ooh. Not a great jump there from Lopter. Had a very long charge there, so he should have stopped a little short and then just taken a normal jump. But he got a speedy jump in, so didn't have the height he would really want to do that spark properly. Alright, Mo heading into Crab Shaft without supers. Oh, this might be in logic with the crab. The mid-crab jump. I don't know if this is an expert, honestly. But we will get a look up here in Brinstar to see if left side of Crab Shaft is a good answer here. Top is just... Oh, there we go. I figured this could be done, yeah. There we go. That's a much more likely answer than the double crab wall jump there. But one more... That's too far left. Oh, no, it isn't too far left for Lopter. I thought it was, but... One pirate down there for Lopter, and second pirate down there for Lopter. So, good job on the Metal Pirates there. Unfortunately, Mo just finds a refill on the left there of Crab Shaft. So, Mo just reverts his Metal Pirate kill. Or Lopter does, sorry. So, Planet's still asleep for Lopter. And Lopter double reverts into Big Pink here. Back up to Croc Shaft now, I think? No, all the way back over here. Yeah, he wants to be in Big Pink, I think. Yeah, Big Pink's the closest he has to Fish Tank. And I think Mo will be in the same situation. Yeah. So both in a very similar situation here. I think they're both heading towards Fish Tank now. Both avoiding the Hell Run. Technically, the last progression they had is that reserve. So not doing a Hell Run is a risky decision here. Those are earlier saves. Yeah, there's a rotating save system, and they're two earlier saves. That's why they're missing some of their missiles. Generally, that's all they're missing. Both of them do not have the Planet Awake now. Those are the things they're missing on this save. But all the majors are still available for them. And I think, yeah, they're both heading towards the fish tank here. So we'll see if the bottom left of fish tank is good. That'll be nice for them. Then they won't have to do the heated run there. We haven't seen too much of criteria over there. They would need a decent runway on the bottom left of fish tank there. That's the only door they can do in fish tank, is the bottom left. There could be a loop though. They could loop all the way through fish tank to a secondary door too. That's another option as well. But we don't know what the case is here. But easy enough to get through. We do see not a great runway there. I would think they would want a full spark runway. But yeah, we do see... Okay, this might head up and around in the green pirate shaft here. We'll be able to peek a couple items up above. Don't know if we can get to them or not. Alright, we got more power bombs up there, so nothing ultra important here. Mo having a little bit of difficulty with the Meridia Swiss cheese room. And we do see Norfair spring ball maze there, so I don't think we can make it all the way through there with a single tank there, so not gonna happen there. But we'll have this bottom left door of green pirate shaft. And there's an elevator to the top up above them. But both checking the left door first, understandably. Alright, we get little B-Tom item room here. And we'll probably head up the elevator for Lopter. I don't know if Mo will do that or Green Pirate Shaft yet. We will take an acid bath, sadly. Not the best move there. Just a little oopsie daisy there. I imagine he won't check the Norfair Spring Ball Maze item with this now, sadly. So he might end up farming up for that room there. But we do find ship over here. I don't know if we can get back quite yet. That is the question here. Saving here is pretty risky for Lopter. We don't know if we can get back yet. We do see bowling, so we can get to bowling. No problem. We have grapple. Fantoon is dead. So going down bowling is an option. Mo looking to farm up here, sadly. Will take him quite a long time because of that acid. That's a pretty big mistake there. Alright, we get more missiles here for Lopter, and this is another chance to wake up the planet here. Still haven't found a serious way back up Fish Tank, though. So this is all one way. I don't think they would have runway with just speed in that Swiss cheese room. Could be wrong, but I really don't. And they can't really go through Norfair Spring Ball Maze there, sadly. Yeah, if Mo just went up the elevator here, he'd have such a better farm. After farming up some Metroids here. Whew! Close to latch on there, but we'll kill off the Metroid. Figures there's a good enough farm around here. He doesn't need to keep them alive. There we go. He found the farm, gave up on the Norfair Spring Ball Maze item there for a second. Might head back now that he has a good farm. I don't know if he got it or not. He might have got it, actually. He was pretty low when I last checked. Alright. Lopter is heading to bowling now, which is a good move, I think. This might lead him back to the loop. There might be a loop to the top right of Fish Tank through this way. We will have to see. This also might lead to map. All right. Mo now seeing bowling. Not willing to do it quite yet. It is a big time commitment there. Oh, maybe he'll just spark across. No. Oh, he's going to try a running jump. Okay, that's fine. All right, so not far behind here is Mo. Exactly the same resources for both of them. And a powerbomb door. So this is a logical return route here, maybe. Still have to see. We can get 2 items here. More power bombs. We just get nothing but power bombs. He didn't check the top right item though. I don't. Has he been to the top right? He did go to the top a little bit, but I'm not sure if he actually checked the top right item. But we are heading towards map, and we do see the. Okay, he did see it. Okay, I figured they were missiles. He scouted them from above. Good to see. So not a friendly map there, but possible to get, technically. You can get that on 0+1 here. So, but it will take a long time to retry. So if you don't get this first try, you're going to be hurting. Good entry, though, from Lofter. Looks like he's got it. He could have just tanked that if he wanted to. It would have saved a little bit of time there. But excellent map there for Lofter. I don't know if he can make it all the way to the bottom, though. So I don't know if this is full return or not. Like, that is a big question here. Can you actually get back from Fish Tank here? I don't think we've seen any progress here either. There's just power bombs. Nothing of note here in criteria. Just the ship. That's all they have. Good information for Lofter, but that does leave us with that one last option, which is single chamber Hell Run. That is our only option here, I think. So back up to Meridia here. They will just have to blind find that, though. It is quite difficult to see. Like, if you go through the ice trippers into single chamber with your 2 tanks, and then go up towards the grapple tutorial 3, that is your farm in the middle there. So they can get all the way to that grapple tutorial 3 without an issue. Good job by Mo getting the map as well. We'll see what he decides to do now. He should know that those are power bombs in Green Pirate Shaft, and he is staring at this single chamber quite a long time here. So hopefully he goes back to there. I think he will. Checking out more in Norfair, seeing if there's anything he can do there. All right. After heading up this chronic boost room. Yeah, that is Ridley right before Mother Brain. It's a nice thing to have Ridley right next to Mother Brain, because you don't have to kill Ridley until you're very, very ready. You can save him for the absolute last. And Lofter is here in the Green Bryn Shaft, well before Mo here. Mo having difficulty seeing what he should do here. I think Lofter does see the Hell Run he has to do. I think Mo is dreading it a little bit. He did look at this quite hard for a while before thinking about, oh, hey, Lofter hasn't checked this yet. Mo has. And no, yeah, no, this is probably worse than Big Pink. So back to Big Pink we go. Sadly, the save it ship did hurt both of them there. They lost their save in the Green Bryn Shaft, which was their furthest ahead save, technically. They had the planet away, the most missiles they had, but the save it ship overwrote that one for them both. All right, So up the crab shaft Lopter will get, and be quite disappointed here. Lopter, a little confused here too, I think. I think, like, the only thing I can think of is that Ice Tripper into single chamber. Nice to have. It's just nice to have. It's not a requirement. It does allow you to farm in a lot of rooms. Some strats require it, like there's the D-boost in the Blue Brin tank, the Taco Tank room. Yeah, other than those, there's not too much. I think Expert might have a couple more, but I don't think there's too many more for Planet Awake, honestly. Sometimes it's a hindrance too, like having the Planet Awake can hinder you in some situations. Like the left side of Morph Tunnel can be a big danger to you if the planet is awake, with those giant side hoppers there. Alright, Lopter heading into single chamber now. Surprised he's going for the top side. But, you know, either one gets you to where you're supposed to go, I think. Either the top side or the bottom. But he changes his mind, decides to go through the bottom. Towards the middle farm there, I think we'll have here. Should be able to get to that grapple tutorial room without an issue. I don't think this is a terrible hell run here. Should be able to do it without too many issues here. Will be interesting to see whether he saves. Saving here does cost more energy, so technically a risky save to do, but he should be able to make it up there. Good pause abuse. Oh, he tried for a double pause abuse there, it looked like. Not too sure. Mo now struggling with the B-Tom clip here. He was having no issues with it earlier, but now struggling with it with where Lopter was struggling before. But there we go. Lopter trying for double pause abuses here. Very risky strat. If you're not frame perfect there, you just die. So a little bit of an accident there by Mo in the Metroid room. Slight issue there. We'll have to do the B-Tom clip once again. Alright, we are through the hell run here for Lopter, so to the farm here. And we'll get to the top left of single chamber there without an issue. We'll have to see what we get over there. Still don't have this Meridian map, as we can't get to it through GT and Croc Escape, I think is what's blocking us over there, so won't be able to get there till we get either a lot more firepower or Varia and supers. Ooh. Unfortunate that he didn't hit that first try, so he'll have to go back, farm up, and then go through again. Alright. There we go. One thing that might help you with that single chamber there is taking off speed there. Speed does alter your jump so much that it hurts your jumps, and you don't get those jump through single chamber as well. Mo just struggling with the Metroid room here, sadly. Quite an easy thing to do. Trying for the speedy jump. Like we saw earlier, he didn't go for the speedy jump, but now he is, so kind of interesting that he's chose to take up a different tactic here. And we see, oh, a speed haul into Colosseum is interesting. Don't know if they can cross room jump into Spark across Colosseum, but it would be very interesting to see. We also have grapple, so much easier strategy just to grapple across, but not as exciting. And we do see Dragon at the top. Lopter choosing not to kill right now. Probably a good idea. Doesn't really need to kill now. We'll be heading back this way anyways. So probably less dangerous after he checks out what's on the left side of Coliseum. All right, Mo heading through here into Bryn Shaft did best those Metroids and the what's it called? Edikun E-Tank Room. But not super far behind here on Lopter. We'll have to do those 2 hell runs. We'll see if he can hit them first try. Could get him back caught up. But we do see wrecked ship map here, so quite nice to see. Ooh, all right. We do see a few tanks around here. And can we get up there to Turian? No, we can't get up to Turian. Can't get to the tanks. I think there's 1 X on the right, so that is the only thing worth going for here. Hopefully this is our supers. That will open up a lot of the map. Alright, Mo in Bryn Shaft now. Alright, and it's Billy May's room. And we do get supers. So that will open up a lot of the map here for Lopter. But the thing about getting supers in means that we may have ourselves a crystal flash seed, and we have skipped about 5 power bombs. So very likely to get crystal flash ammo now. But you might be able to do some interesting tech to get these E-tanks out of logic. That is one thing I would like to see happen, actually. If you can get a spike suit, which is possible in this area. You can get a spike suit right below this, right here you can get a spike suit. This is an amazing sequence break here. If you get the spike suit into the room right above, which is pre-Haffy, you can get 3 E-tanks. Excellent spike suit from Lopter. So this will get him 3 tanks, which is a huge sequence break in a challenge seed. So he will not have to do any crystal flashing with 3 extra tanks. So he just has to carry these little ooms over to this ledge, and then he's home free. Ooh, nice door lock skip from Mo. Didn't even see what he was up to. So another sequence break here from our runners. Going to Bryn in an opposite direction. So nice door lock skip there. Has to be a fairly precise location for that frozen ghost into a good jump through the door. But Lopter making really good progress with these 3 E-tanks here. He's almost done with this seed, honestly. He just needs firepower at this point. Alright, so will Mo be able to get to this map now, is the question. Risky play going through this heat room, but we'll retreat. And take some farm here before he heads through, which is understandable. Just refill to maximum before he heads up the what's it called there? Tube. So a couple different sequence breaks for these runners. Lopter grabbing the triple tank there. And Mo doing the door lock skip. And yeah, there's a lot of heat runs that they can do now. Risky by Mo almost fell in to the sand hole there. Hopefully he can get back out of here. Looks like he will have no issues, but we'll have to farm up once again, sadly. Hopefully you can find some interesting things over here in this Brinstar area that he has done. You'll likely powerbomb the tube next and head to the top of the tube. I imagine that's the best play for him. All right. And Lopter, where will Lopter head? There is a Turian entrance at the top of Wreck Chip here. I think that's his next play after saving here. All right. There's a good jump up for Mo. Good decision to use missiles there in case it's a red door. And let's see, can he get any good items around here? Does get an X. Is it a super? It is super, so both of them got supers now. That's huge for both runners. That is a huge amount of progress for both runners. So Mo not far behind now. He does have an alternate entrance, so he'll we'll see whether Turian or Brinstar is better. I think it's 240 for Dragon without suits. Pretty sure, yeah. That sounds about right. All right, another couple items here for Mo in Brinstar. We get more supers. And what else do we get here? A reserve, so extra tanks here for Mo as well. Probably get this Brinstar map as well. Looks like it's just above Aqueduct here. Sees the worst room in the game. And we are trying to get this Turian map for Lopter. Should be able to make it to the map, I would expect. I don't think too much can stand in his way with, well, water rooms. But we've seen a lot of water rooms so far, so I don't know how many are left. We've seen Fish Tank and Everest and Aqueduct already. I don't think we've seen Main Street. We do get Spazer for Lopter, so probably not happy to see that major in particular, but, you know. Still good to get majors out of the way for sure. And good speedball through Morph Tunnel there as well. And we do see Turian map. We do have one more major here and another tank. So, will he revert his Spazer? He would save a little time reverting Spazer, but decides to keep it. Nice dodge of the side hoppers there for Lopter after the initial hit. All right. The good question for Mo is, can Mo get to this Bryn map? That is the next agenda for Mo here. Nice wave gate super there off the door. And a quick run towards the beach major over here for Lopter. Mo trying for the speed there. Oh, we do see a little hell run for the map here for Mo. I think he should be able to make it up to that map and back without an issue. But he's taking the save, which is the safe play. Understandably. We did see charge for Lopter. So a lot of firepower up here in Turian, but not a lot of progress. It is, I think the logical supers were the ones that Lopter got, so yeah. Like, there's not many bosses to sort out with charge yet. If they got Varia, well, they could do GT, I guess. GT is a possibility, but they need Varia for that, so I don't know. Not sure where charge would lead in general. But Mo heading towards this Brinstar map. We'll see if he gets any good news or not with this direction. We do get Caterpillar Room, so that's a nice farm to head up to that map with as well. Can now easily get that and get back out without an issue. Alright. Lopter heading back through Coliseum now. What is next on his agenda, though? He has a lot of openings for him now. He can do a lot now that he has supers. I imagine the next thing he wants to do is get that Bryn map. Probably follow a little bit in Mo's footsteps here. Sad thing is neither... Well, I guess over here in Meridia, there is Dragon. So if he kills Dragon on the way back, that will help him quite a bit. Alright. Bryn map leads to... There doesn't seem to be much in the way of majors around. Just a lot of X's. X, 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 X. Just... decent amount of tanks around here. But yeah, just a lot of X's around. Don't know what all he can get here. Oh, did he lose? Oh, he lost Charge Beam and Spazer there on after. I thought he saved on his way down, but he did not, so... Heading back up for those two majors. Unfortunate for him. Did not save on the way back. I don't know why he wouldn't save on the way back. Kind of... an unnecessary loss of time there. So Mo should probably go X hunting here. The logical... I don't know what the next step is gonna be exactly. Where is our next major to get? Is the question. Is there a heat run we can do for a significant advantage here? Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Meridia is, I guess, Meridia through GT, if we get enough supers, is possible with the amount of tanks that Lofter has. If he gets all the supers. But that is likely the only way into Meridia there. And we haven't seen Kraid. So Kraid is likely in Meridia past GT. So GT is locking an objective here. Good save by Lofter there. And Mo does have now almost Crystal Flash ammo. With 2 reserves, that allows a lot of hell runs. So wouldn't be surprised to see a few of those in Logic here. Lofter will have a nicer time with the hell runs with his extra tanks he has gotten from Wrecked Ship. Wouldn't be surprised to see Mo do the exact same thing if he goes to Wrecked Ship. But yeah, surprised he didn't grab a little bit more X's on his path up into Bryn there. Of just abandoning all those X's back there in Bryn. One thing about Challenge that's good to know is that it wants you to collect 100% of everything. So if you can collect it, you should collect it. Is the way that the Rando works is that it wants you to collect literally everything in on your way. On every single step, it's a collectathon. So. Alright, let's see how Lofter's Dragon goes here. Good start, and... excellent grapple. Got bounced there, but no issues. Alright. Heading back up into Brinstar here for Mo. I think Lofter's got quite a big lead here on... because... I think when Lofter goes towards Bryn, he will likely, because he has so much information, he will collect everything he possibly can. and then we will see a GT fight. Because you can, if you get enough ammo, you can kill GT and Crystal Flash in the middle of GT. So if you get, let's say, 40 super missiles and 15 power bombs, you can kill GT on very little health. So like even Mo right now, if he had 40 supers right now and 15 power bombs, which is very possible, he would be able to kill GT. But Lopter heading back into Meridia here. Oh yeah, he did reset in Coliseum. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Yeah, the save was didn't take the save on the way back, which was an issue. Just had was trying to put in that confidence. All right, we can get to Brinstar a different way for Lopter here. Gonna take the warehouse entrance. Yeah, because these seeds go on for so long, it can fatigue the runners fairly well here. As you come into your hour mark, it's a lot of time spent playing the game. All right, Lopter hitting the double chamber here. Gonna take the save in the middle here. We did see an X here for Mo when he had that map, so we'll see what it gets Lopter here. It is a super. And then we see, oh, that's nasty. Can't get through there, so gonna revert there. Will he recollect the X? No, he won't. Okay. Understandable. Takes a lot of farm to do that in general. So, will he take a hit there? Nope. He avoided the hit amazingly. And we do see Croc Speedway here. That will lead to the map if he goes down there. And at the bottom, we will see a refill. If he had picked up that super, he can Crystal Flash at the bottom here. So I think that's what his plan is here. He's going to grab this super, go to the bottom there, Crystal Flash, and then head down. So good awareness there from Lopter. Understanding he has a nice out there for refill. We'll have full health and full ammo coming out of that ammo refill down there. He just has to wait for his health to undo. Should have waited for a little longer there. Yeah, you have to have less health longer. Oops. I think he forgot that he needed a little bit less health there. 50 will work. He thought he needed 49, but 50 does work for Crystal Flashes. One thing I learned recently, I didn't know if it was 49 or 50, but 50 does work. And there we go. Get a good health and ammo refill there. And he will head through this Croc Speedway and get this Criteria map, where Mo is heading off into Wreck Chip Turian. I imagine he'll come out with the same as Lopter did. Just a little bit behind here, sadly. The alternate route not working in Mo's favor. But so Lopter should grab these X's. Meridia is the only way forward at this point, so they just have to get on collecting those X's. That is the only progression. They have to get enough ammo to kill GT safely. Which I imagine most of the X's will be here in Brinstar, will be supers. They have seen a tremendous amount of powerbomb in their travels that they have reverted. They only really need one more powerbomb on their travels, and then they're good, I think. I don't think this is going to be a, like, triple Crystal Flash seed. I only think you really need one Crystal Flash to do what they need to do. which is nice. They really just need that firepower. So that's up to 15 supers here for Lopter. And he can get 1, 2, 3 more. So I think when he gets those 3, he can technically do GT at that point without crystal flashing. If you get 30, he does not take that much health. If he didn't have the extra tanks he got in Wreck Chip, he would need a crystal flash. But because he has those extra tanks, he does not need the crystal flash. He's going to take the safe route of killing the pirate on his way up. Nope. Ooh, slight miss jump there, so slight issue for him. But Lopter doing quite well. I'm just wondering, maybe those tanks might be in logic from the... I don't think so. That would be way too hard. The sparking from 2 rooms away would be a little too hard from the right side, I think. You can get some sparks from early supers, but I think that's a little bit too much. So I think the only real way to do sequence break is to do a spike suit, which Mo is perfectly capable of. So wouldn't be surprised to see him grab those. 25 supers, so 1 more super here for Lopter. And he should be fairly well go mode, honestly. Like, he needs 1 tank and that's all. Interesting decision to head down this way. Getting really low on health, too. There's a decent amount of health farm over here, though. Technically, you can do a crystal flash here, too, if you want to. You can kill 1 fire flea, have a power bomb drop, and crystal flash again down here, if you want to. But there's our final super. So yeah, if he comes into GT now with full ammo, Lopter can kill that guy. Which is likely our progression. I didn't see anything on any maps for us other than that. But after he kills GT, really all he needs is a tank. Because after GT, all you have to do is find Kraid, and you're pretty much done. So, Lopter heading up now through the tube here. Gonna cross room jump up here. I think that's a... Oh, didn't quite wiggle well enough there. So, we'll have to try once again. He could also just go through here and do some things. Yeah, he's just gonna choose to go to Meridia now. He doesn't need to be over there in Brinstar anymore. He's got his supers. That is the key there in Brinstar, is to grab those supers and leave. And Mo is retracing Lopter's footsteps here in Turian. We'll be able to pick up Spazer and Charge here. I think he should grab those tanks and Wreck Chip too. As long as he knows how to do that, he should do that. And then it'll all be about meeting up there in Meridia. I think Lopter, well, they're both pretty far away actually. Neither of them are particularly close to that location. All right, we'll get to see Mo's wave gate room. Excellent job there. So we're rapidly approaching the end of the seed now for both runners, I would expect. I don't think either of them will have too much issue finding the path here. It'll be about how long Mo takes to get back to Brinstar, sadly. Leaving those X's behind will hurt him quite a lot. Lopter having some issues with the Edikun or the B-Tom there, but could also just take the alternate route around here if he wants to. He could just go through the super block up above now. Which looks like he is going to do. Takes the easier path for him. Good new setup there from Lopter, holding the 2 angle buttons and jumping into the platform above there. Excellent speed ball through the Metroid room. Will Lopter pick up the X down here though? It's nice to have an extra X, just for fun. Lets you kill the Ridley and the GT a little easier. But doesn't look like it, just heading on through. Mo, I think, is now figured out that GT is the next play. Not something you see every day is the super only GT. Mo's still a little flabbergasted now, I think, at what he has to do. Probably doesn't realize quite yet that you're just supposed to grab every single X on the way and then kill GT. He also got his supers out of logic, so it's hard to recognize what you're supposed to do offhand in that manner. But I think he realized that he's probably supposed to have the supers here in Wrecked Ship. That is where the logical supers were. But there is only one option now for them. Is that GT. Looks like Lopter is going to take the farm up in Grapple Tutorial 3 here. There should be a tank around here in Meridia, so that last tank he requires should be around somewhere. Oof. Ooh. A little bit lucky there from Mo. Got deboosted through the Metroid there. Using those iframes. Lopter having a little issues with the grapple through Grapple Tutorial 3. Not something everyone uses every day, is that grapple beam. Yeah. Mo, I think, feeling the effects of this long seed. Didn't remember he had even speed for the early supers there. Alright, let's see if Lopter can set up properly for GT here. Yep, looks good. All he has to do is hold L and R and shoot. And GT will be one dead guy. Shouldn't have to pause abuse much here if he doesn't want to. As long as there's no heat beyond here. And I don't think there's much heat left. I think they've seen like 90% of the heat runs in the game. I've seen, I know Wastelands below somewhere. We've gone through the Key Hunter stairs. Don't know if we've seen the Musketeers yet. But quite a few rooms so far we've seen. But we do see map here directly underneath the red tower, just at the bottom there. Nice and easy to get after GT, which is nice. We do see all the majors. Every single major was hiding behind GT. So all you had to do was kill GT and you just get a free reign of the game. Literally no other barrier entry at all. just GT. That's all you got to do. And you are done. You get a high jump first. Makes traversing a little bit nicer. Mo trying to get a spike suit here, I think. Or did he try and get a spike suit? Looked like he jumped at the spikes for a second there, but... wave beam. So getting that damage up. Don't really need damage. That's probably one of the worst things he could get at this point with 30 supers. Wants Varia, would just make his life a lot easier. There is probably 4 majors on the right side of Bubble Mountain here. Imagine there's 3 up above in that Bryn Reserve room. Ooh. Taking a lot of spike hits there. And Mo getting the sequence break here in the pre-halfy room. Or, no. He hasn't got it. Never mind. I thought he sparked already. Oh, there he goes. He sparked up there? Why spark up there? Okay, whatever. It works. Either way, he does the sequence break. Got a spike suit. There's our Varia. That's really all he needs at this point. Just has to get to a Kraid up here in Meridian. Not a difficult thing to do either. You get screw attack and bombs over here. Not amazing majors over here connected to Bubble Mountain, sadly. Some pretty sad ones. But Mo now up to 3 and 2 as well. So nice find for him. He just has to head back to Brinstar for all the supers, and he can finish the game quite easily as well. So well on his way. He just has to go grab those X's now. So I don't think Lopter should be grabbing anything but what's on the way to Kraid here. Not too worth it to get anything else, I would imagine. And yeah, the fact that Mo left behind those X's in Brinstar, just unfortunate news for him now. Those are the likely progression, rather than everything over here in Turian and Wreck Chip. So, quite unfortunate there. Could be close to done now with his routing, but nice space jump there for Lopter, so got most of the quick movement here for normal rooms. Gravity would be nice for water rooms, but I don't think there's a ton of them on the way back on a route. I think most of the water rooms were out of the way, in fact. That's why we don't have much water movement at all. The only water movement we really got was ice throughout most of the game. Ice and speed. Here's our Kraid kill here for Lopter. There we go. Excellent Kraid kill there from Lopter. No issues at all with that kill. And we just get to retreat out of here and head to Ridley. Hopefully there's a nice farm around Mother Brain Ridley. Otherwise we'll have a decent time farming around. Actually, there's a nice farm right next to them. Actually, they have that. I don't know what it's called anymore, but it is a nice farm with Zebos at the bottom of Everest there. Mo back in Turian. Was there anything in Turian left to get? There was 2 X's you could get still. Yeah, you can still get 2 X's here in Turian, so it's not terrible news for him to try and get these. Like, that is his progression, is grabbing those X's. Oh, there's full beam for Lopter. That'll make it so he doesn't have to farm at Mother Brain there. That is quite nice pickup, actually. Has full beam now. Well on his way to checking these last 2 bosses. Yeah, no farm required at all. As long as you don't take any damage on the way through those 2 bosses. Which I wouldn't expect too much damage from runners of this caliber. There's Mo's 20th super. Ooh, he is low on. Oh, good R jump from him there. Good decision not to use that last power bomb as well. Hate being out of power bombs. Alright. So, Mo likely going to grab this last X here in Turian, and then head off to GT there. It is a not friendly X there though, so he does leave it. He's like, nah, that's unfriendly enough, I don't want it. A little bit of farm there from Lopter, trying to refill his supers on the way through to the boss fights here. Mo having slight issues with the turnaround wave gate glitch here. You do have to delay your shot just a little bit for the super to go off. You can't fire while you're turning around. That's probably the only issue he was having there. But gets it within a reasonable amount of time there. And now he's heading back out with his supers in Turian here. Nice moonfall down climb there. And Lopter only a couple rooms away from the end of the game here. We did see ship over in Crateria, so not a super long escape. Go through the West Ocean into Crateria, and then we're pretty much beside the ship there. Here we go. Nice opener there from Lopter for sure. Almost halfway dead on Ridley already. Yo. Nice job. Flawless Ridley fight there from Lopter. if Mo just grabbed a couple more super packs on his trip to Brinstar, he would have been full go mode, same as Lofter here, almost. Heading back into Meridia here. Just unfortunate news that he didn't grab a couple more. Yeah. Should have a very quick Mother Brain fight here for Lofter. So get thinking about those escape timers in your head. You could get a guess in if you feel like it. Would think it's probably only like a minute 10 maybe for the escape. Don't know how far. I don't think it's even that long. Why not even? Yeah, minute 10. I'd say that. It's a good number. Not terrible far away. Mo heading back up into Meridia here. We'll revert to his save, so he saves some health up here. There we go. Excellent job from Lofter. 35 seconds. Oh, that's lower than I thought. I thought it would be slightly longer. Lofter testing out his new gravity suit. Have to, I think, go up the elevator on the left side here. Yeah, no, gotta go down. So Mo heading up to Dragon here. We'll begin his boss fights toward the end of the game here. And Lofter gets out of this escape with 5 seconds to spare, getting him second place overall in the lobby. And first place on our restream. Here comes a grapple kill for Mo. No issues there with the easier right side. You might think this is progression getting this Dragon kill. He hasn't got the Meridia map. Hello, Lofter. Welcome, welcome. Good game.
Hello, GG's.
GG's.
That was alright.
Yeah, that was fun. It's interesting to see that one. Long ways to supers, that's for sure.
Yeah. There was one point in the middle of the seed, like a bit over 1 hour in, where I paused and I went to my equipment screen and I saw I had 3 majors. And I'm just thinking, how did we get here?
Yeah, that's challenge for you sometimes. They just don't give you anything. But there was like the water rooms were not in the way at all. You got like 0 water movement the entire game almost. Like
Yeah.
just ice. That's about it. Ice and speed were your main movement tech for 90% of the game.
So let's talk about the major roadblock that I encountered at least. I'm sure other people were struggling at the same place, not knowing where to go because you have everything available to you. You have Brinstar and Meridia to the right, you have Criteria to the left. You have 4 areas, of which 3 are completely blind, which is always fun. And I really did not think that single chamber was possible on just one reserve with the farm in the middle. Especially with all the heat leading up to it, with like the ice strippers room, or alternatively going through the top. So that was the last thing I checked, and that's most likely where I lost my time.
Yeah, that was where Mo also was a little strung up. You both went everywhere before there. I
Yeah.
figured it was either that or fish tank, and you both checked fish tank before it. So, sadly, Mo did do something a little different, which could have helped him, but because he didn't know what wreck chip Turian had, he didn't collect the supers in Brinstar when he made it there with a door lock skip. So leaving those behind hurt him a lot. He could have collected them and been fine, but
I was mismanaging my objectives a bit. When I came back from Torian, I thought I had every objective already located except... No, I thought I had every objective located. So I just did Dre on the way out and thought, well, I'm just done. I just need like ammo and I can kill Ridley. Until I realized I also have Crate left.
Yeah.
So when I realized that in Brinstar, so the only place Crate could have been at that point is behind GT. So then I said to myself, well, yeah, let's just collect all the ammo here while I'm at it, right? I'll need it anyways for Ridley, for GT, and yeah, that's nice how it worked out route-wise for me there.
Yeah, I think that's catching a lot of people off guard too, is that GT is the last roadblock. And you have to collect those supers to really do it.
Yeah.
Logically, I think you're only supposed to have the 2 reserves that Mo has right now.
Yes, I spike suited for 3 tanks.
Yeah, he also spike suited 2, but yeah, those are the only 2 things. And then you're supposed to probably have 40 and a crystal flash for the GT fight.
Yeah, I think so. 30 supers, it's really doable. I even think on 2 reserves you can pause abuse it most of the way. I don't think that's quite in logic, but with the crystal flash it definitely is.
Yeah. Yeah, he's attempting it here on 3+2+20 PBs, which is, I don't know if that's really possible. You'll have to farm quite a bit, get kind of lucky, I think.
I tested around with GT a lot during the multi-category tournament where the random objectives was a thing, so I really wanted to lab out what I'm capable of doing GT. And every super pack you're missing hurts so much in the GT fight. Every super pack is like 2 to 3 tanks worth. Yeah. So yeah, this is a really tough fight for Mo.
Yeah, it's not friendly at all. He'd have to get some really lucky drops to win this fight, I think. He's getting there though. He might be able to do it if he
the thing is, you want
ultimately lucky.
You want the super drops to be able to kill GT, but you also need the health drops to not die.
Yeah,
with I think you need like 29 supers to hit, or 28.
Yeah.
With him grabbing some of those, so.
Yeah, you can usually get in 4 per round if you start off with 1. So.
He catches 1, then you hit 4 if you do it perfectly.
Yeah. And 30's the magic number for just being able to spam and kill him usually.
Exactly.
So. Yeah.
I think he has like 13,500 HP.
Yeah. Not sure about that.
I think that's a number that's popping up in my head. Seems like we are foregoing the ego and grabbing more resources.
Yeah, that's the move here. It's unfortunate that he left those few things behind before, but he will be able to get them quite quick with this entrance. There was a super here that you found, and I think not too far away is another one. So it's not going to take him a heck of a long time to finish up here. It's just a little bit of collection. And of course, there's just everything on the other side of GT, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, excellent run.
Thank you. I don't know about excellent, but good enough.
Yeah, you didn't struggle with too much in this run. You had some issues with the Edikun E-Tanks room, I think.
I struggled with the stuff that I shouldn't struggle with. That's how it always is, right?
Yeah.
Dying once in Colosseum with grapple. Going back for
you
charge, which I didn't really end up needing.
Yeah. That's a surprise. Well, it did help you in the end. It did speed up your Ridley Mother Brain, right?
Yeah, I could.
At the end.
Yeah, could skip a lot of misses that way, and farming as well.
Yeah. Yeah, because everything's just right there. It's kind of nice. All right. So up to 25 now. I think it's very possible now for him to do that fight with
Yeah,
this
definitely.
health and ammo. That I did like the decision to grab that super pack and then come back down here for the crystal flash. That was quick thinking on your part.
Thank you.
Same as
I
Mo
like
was
that as
doing.
well.
Yeah, it's quite handy, this refill. But yeah, up to 25 super, so I wouldn't be surprised if he heads back now. That is a good amount, and there's not a heck of a lot close by here, so
Yeah, you have to go all the way through Croc Speedway again.
yeah.
There was a return path through East Ocean, which I initially saw. I think
Yeah.
I went through the exit in Norfair,
Yeah,
though,
you-
since I wanted to go to M anyways. I think that was just faster.
And there's more resources down below too, so you can grab those on your way through, which is nice. But yeah, like you both had a little bit issues with Edokine heading through there. I think both you head through there quite a few times. Like
I used to
maybe
be
even
so
10
good at
each.
that trick. I
Yeah,
used to
I
be
always
so
use-
good at that trick.
Yeah, I do the 2 B-Tom thing because I just don't have much confidence in my wall jump / timing on that, so I use the
That's fair.
2 B-Tom setup.
I should learn
yeah.
that.
It doesn't
I-
save you time, so it's not a great
No,
idea.
definitely.
It's just
It does
definitely
save you
something
time
to
if you fail it 10 times.
Yeah, if you fail it, then it saves you time, which is why I do it. Because I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fail this if I wall jump it. But
But it's such a tight freeze. The visual cue is also just so bad.
yeah, it is not the greatest for sure. It's like, you had it 1 pixel off so many times in that. in
Yeah,
this round.
I'm so good at getting it 1 pixel late. That was so crazy.
Mm. And of course, you both had some issues with the Metroid room that was after too. It was the Metroid 1 was after that, and you,
Yeah.
or no, the other, it was somewhere else did Metroid 1, but you both tried to speedy jump that one a few times. Both of you took a couple deaths from that. It's fun to see the speedy jump, but yeah, it's dangerous for sure. I know Mo did a couple more dives into the lava because of the speedy jump, but yeah, I did see both of you take at least one.
I'm trying to get people hooked on the speedy jump because it's usually really safe, and I think it's even in hard logic to cross the room without taking damage. So it's really useful to know.
Yeah.
So it's obviously great that the one time I get to show it off on restream, I die with it. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to be precise on where you jump. I think that's.
It's not even that
the
precise.
answer. No, it's probably not, but
It's
the
just
confidence of it.
if you take the full-on runway and you jump at like the last frame, you overjump. So that's what gets into your mind, right? So you try not to overjump it. That's. I think
He was 1 off. I think he's missed 1.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for him. But yeah. No, the speed jump is really good for saving time too. It's like you go through that room much faster than if you go through it freezing or dodging the Metroids. So
Yeah,
I understand.
I think it's much safer as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely take less damage too, because you avoid the acid that you usually have to go through.
Especially on zero tanks, that's the acid is always very scary.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting to see your just divergence. Yeah, the door lock skip he did was at the top of Red Ship Shaft, so he used the cavern and got up there through the, and then found supers in Brinstar there. Got his first supers in the party room, or I don't key hunters, warehouse key hunters.
That's crazy. That's crazy tech.
Yeah. It was good to see a sequence break from both you. It's always interesting to see sequence breaks for sure.
I'm happy I got that spike suit so quickly. I'm usually not
Yeah.
that good at spike suiting.
Hmm.
But it's such a convenient room right below Huffy setup, so I just had
Yeah.
to go for it.
Mo actually did his spike suit in the Green Pirate Shaft, so chose a different one. That one not
Green
too
Pirate
far away
Shaft.
either. It's
How do you spike
no,
suit in Green Pirate Shaft?
not that one. Sorry, the Baby Crate Pirate. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like spike suiting of ceiling spikes.
Yeah. Much easier on the spikes on the roof, for sure. But yeah. So yeah, this is a very tight fight Mo is doing for sure. Good use of using all the missiles before he starts the fight as well, making sure that he doesn't get the weird sonic booms.
The swipe attack. Swipe on no swiping.
Mm-hmm. Gonna have to. Oh, he's been trying the grapple thing. Last one.
Fast. He's definitely shooting too fast. You can shoot a bit slower. It's not like a Phantom Doppler where you have to get your shots in perfectly. So he's missing some shots just on shot timer.
Oh yeah, because you can't if you shoot at like 7 or 8 or something, you don't. The missile doesn't actually come out, right? Does get the kill. We will have to pause abuse here.
Like,
yeah, he's gonna. He'll probably have to do 2 pause abuses there. But close there. If he got the drops, he would have survived. So it's probably possible here for him. We'll be very close, no matter what. But yeah, getting that exact like 10 frame difference between your missiles is probably best.
Supers are a bit slower. I don't know the exact frame count on supers.
Yeah, I don't know either, actually, for that matter. I know the missiles are usually 10 is the optimal.
Yeah.
Around there for at least Phantoon. But yeah, supers never really paid attention. There's no Dopplers for supers, so.
Right. Okay, farming up early.
Yeah. Gonna save the supers a little bit. Interesting.
Should also start farming with missiles instead of with just ice beam.
Yeah, a good idea. I'm not getting a ton of drops though. Yeah, the other benefit of farming with missiles is that you don't start getting those swipe attacks. So
exactly.
A good idea no matter what. Does have enough to kill, but chose to reset, interestingly. He was getting very low on health, so I kind of understand it. Wasn't confident he could get the kill there. Yeah. Just that extra super pack does so much for your health. You were done the fight with reserves to go, right? So shows how much that one pack makes a difference.
Yeah, I also had a 3rd reserve, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
No, never mind. I was also 3+2.
Yeah.
I got the E-tank on the way out, right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Especially the final super pack, where you just don't have to farm at all. It's very crucial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he did take He did get different super packs than you could grabbed extra super pack in Turian at the top of there's a Norfair elevator. Had one on the left, and then he was thinking about the one on the right through Optoon E-Tank and Baby, but he chose not to get that X. So if that was a super, it would have probably got him through this in one throw. So would have probably been worth his time. Getting the auto refill there will probably end this fight. Yeah, thank you for coming on, Lofter. I don't know if you wish to stick around or not, but we won't keep you if you don't want to. All right.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Keep you company if you want to.
Yeah, it's good to have someone on co-commentaries, that's for sure. Thank you for Slam for sticking around. Don't forget to follow our runners and commentary team. Something I always forget to mention. Yeah. Yeah, everything being so far away from Lofter here is just causing him so much pain here. He's just trying to really push this fight to its limits. So
yeah. Oh, nice. Think some crumble jumps. You always get them when you don't want them.
Yeah, he's trying to eat the super. He was trying to get those supers in early. All right, taking off his beams at the start. Interesting.
He has to take off space, otherwise he can't farm straight up.
Yeah, if he doesn't use missiles, for sure, he has to. I think he's also feeling the fatigue of being playing for 2 hours too. So
definitely. Also, bashing your head against GT over and over again is neither good for the morale nor for the gameplay. So
no. Yeah, it's not the most interesting fight to do over and over because it's just you're really just aiming up and shooting most of the time.
Yeah, I'm praying for the RNG drops.
I mean, he could be doing like some serious pause abusing during the fight. That's like the only thing he could really be trying to do, which would help him. But it's just a hard thing to do as well. All right, starting out with, I think probably all the supers this time. No, staying at 5. Sticking with the P shot.
I don't think he's getting all 4 in every cycle.
Yeah, it is not 100% that you're getting 4 every time. Yeah, the autofill will probably cost him the fight. He should probably take that off of the at his save. The autofill, probably never going to see him come out on top in the fight. Probably save with all the beams off and autofill off would be the best thing for him here. Yeah, so far only you and Nito finished, so not an easy seed at all. I imagine a lot of people got stuck up on that the heat run. It's not like the worst run there, I don't think. Like, I don't struggle all that much with single chamber. Usually, you can get through there with very little health usually, but what was it? Like, having to do this on 2 reserves would be probably the worst thing. Like, if they can't spike, if people can't spike suit, that's probably a much more difficult fight than getting these extra tanks.
It's just also not fun having to collect every single X in the entire game. I really don't enjoy these kinds of seeds.
Didn't get very lucky that time at all. Got very little health drops and very little supers there. And then got the autofill.
Yeah, Mo definitely needs to change up his strategy here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the only real things he can do is farm with missiles probably, and then pause abuse is probably the best answer for him in terms of strategy. The P-shot farming is not awful, but if you get too many missiles, you're going back in swiping phase, like we saw that fight. So,
and you get a lot more drops because you can shoot missiles faster than the P-shot. You get to shoot every egg the GT throws at you.
Yep. And even if you run out, you just end up shooting P-shots anyways. So.
Yeah. So I think that's just some inexperience with the GT fight from O.
Yeah. Not something a lot of people put like significant amount of time in. They get to the safe spot and they're like, okay, I got this fight down.
Yeah.
Good manual refill there, and I think he has enough supers now.
He does have enough supers. He has to hit all of them though, all 11.
Yeah.
Or 10, I guess. Yeah.
There we go. We got a kill. See if we can get a couple.
Yeah, we need to pause abuse.
Pause abuses here.
Go to 20. Yeah, that's good. Very good.
Double pause abuse.
One more.
One more at the end.
That is.
Good job. We got it. Nice job. That's the end of the seed for Mo. Very good.
Nice.
Very good fight. Yeah, that definitely not the easy fight there. Not having the extra super there. Costing him a lot of time. But nice easy map here to get, and then fairly easy majors, honest. Nothing really in the way.
I think Gravity is like up Main Street, but you don't really need it at that point.
Yeah, just not even at the top of Main Street, just at the middle door of Main Street.
Yeah, I see.
So, but yeah, not a close major, so probably won't get those ones.
Yeah, as soon as you find Vara here, you're just done. You don't need anything else.
It's over. You have charge, you have Varia, you have high jump. You got the nice quick beam there with wave and plasma, so that was nice to have, but I think spectacular. Mo did save his Spazer though, so
yeah. To be honest, if I kept Spazer, I wouldn't have gone for plasma. I would have just left. It's just I didn't want to do Mother Brain. It was just Ice Wave.
Yeah, there's a quite long fight there. You did have 30 supers though, so you could have farmed in the middle. There was a nice farm at the bottom, right beside Ridley, so even if you don't grab the beams, you're not poor off, really.
Yeah. I still only had 25 missiles, so I still would have had to put some charge shots in.
Yeah.
So I just thought, well, let me reap my rewards. I played the seed for over 90 minutes. Let me have some fun collecting the majors.
Yeah, they're so close too, so it's not much reason not to either. Like Plasma's just up that Main Street Spark, so nice and easy to get as long as you can do the Spark in the basement there.
Yeah, we're also going for the majors here.
I figured there might be 3 majors here. Were there 3? I don't think there was 3, just 2, right?
No, it was Bomb, Screw, and X-Ray.
Oh, there's X-Ray too. Okay. I didn't see the middle one. I only saw Screw and Bombs when I was paying attention here. Yeah, just a lot of majors and tanks in here. Just everything you need to finish the game.
I honestly thought when we fought the supers in what is it, Wreck Chip, that the seed was just over.
Yeah.
That was the entire seed. Like play for an hour, explore 5 areas, and then just 3 majors till you go. Seed is over. But the GT at the end was definitely the cherry on top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why also
Yeah,
why I said the seed sucks in Race Time chat.
Yeah.
When I found the super, so I just nice seed, bro.
Yeah, you probably thought there was some nice crystal flashes coming up too, didn't you?
With how much I saw of the map already, I thought to myself that the seed is just over. It's just we have everything that we need now. And maybe we can do a crystal flash somewhere. Just the seed is over, so the logic thinks we can go everywhere with maybe a crystal flash or not. And
Yeah.
I mean, seed basically was over. I just wanted us to grab another 25 supers to kill GT.
Yeah. Yep. Just wants you to collect every single X on them. You guys avoided so many power bombs, both of you. You guys both only got 10, which was surprising. You went through, I think, up to at least 30 around the map, but gave up all of them. You're like, no, that was not worth it. Oh, that was not worth it. Yeah. We get to see a nice Kraid here. Definitely a nice Kraid quick kill. He only has 3 supers though, so not. Does have to do the missile. Yep. Gets it, no problem. Mm-hmm.
Never seen that
Yeah,
one before.
very short jumps. I usually see little taller jumps for most people.
Yeah, you usually shoot the missiles going down.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting setup. But it works.
Yep, it works just fine.
I've done worse quicker setups in the past until I learned the correct one.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time I mained the 4 super quick kill, where people swear that was just worse and more difficult than the missile 3 super quick kill. So I eventually learned that one as well.
Yeah. I've never done a 4 super. I only do. Well, if I only have super. But if I have missiles, I'll do the super one no matter what. I also like to do the plasma kill for fun. I do that one
that
quite
one I
often.
don't like.
It's weird, but I've done it so many times.
I can't get the charge up in time.
Yeah, it's a fairly quick charge after the first charge. Actually, you do 3 charges, don't you? I do the charge to do the hand down, then the couple. So, but they're pretty quick in succession. But they have a nice timing there, where you're just barely get the charge and jump shoot. So
I can see it.
But Mo heading towards his final couple bosses here. Yeah, the other interesting bit was the speedball into the big pink. I think that was the other real trick in the seed, was that speedball that you guys both did fairly easy. I don't think that one's an expert trick. I think probably just very hard, that one.
Yeah.
Quite a long runway there.
I don't think most people struggle with that one. It's pretty straightforward once you see the runway up to it.
Yeah. That's a fairly easy one to see and then go. As soon as you guys saw the croc shaft there, you guys both last location shaft, because you just don't want to go down to the bottom right door if you don't know what it is. So I understand why you guys were like avoiding it. And then of course you had the Fantoon in West Ocean, so you couldn't get mapped for a long time.
Yeah.
It was good to see the zero tank Fantoon too. That was a good fight from both of you. You got a little bit lower than the Mo did throughout the fight, but still pretty good. No.
I'm somewhat confident in the fight. It can just go wrong. I really hate it when Fantoon does a left fast to start off with, because I don't know how to dodge that one. But I know how to play it fairly safe. If I get too low, I still try to do the fight fairly fast and tank some damage where I can.
Yeah. I am not so confident. I usually, if I'm low on health, I'll just spam the 5 missiles and get them out of my face and keep going. I don't want him flying around in my face with low
Yeah,
health. I'll try the Dopplers otherwise, though.
5 missiles is a different story. 5 missiles on no tanks, that I'm not that confident in.
No, I'm saying like I'll spam 5 missiles just to get him off screen. If I have like just low health, I'm talking, because I'm just not that confident in it.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I did it once too. I just got him off screen. It's a correct play sometimes.
Yeah.
It's nice fighting Pontoon fast, but it's not fast if you die.
Yeah,
simple as that.
Sure. Yeah. Do what you're confident in is the most reasonable answer. Giving any advice to rando players. Don't do something you're not so confident in.
Yeah. Don't do GT on 25 supers if you don't know the strats.
Yeah.
You see, even for top runners, it's a very difficult fight, and you often underestimate how much energy it actually takes.
Yep. But into Ridley here should probably save most of his ammo, I would expect, because he's gonna need it for the glass there.
Yeah, probably just farm up afterwards, but he did not take a save, so I'm a bit concerned on not having gravity. Both Ridley and Motherbrain do a ton of damage.
Yeah.
Honestly, one rainbow
he has. I'm not. I mean, the ketchup is dangerous.
Yeah, ketchup is 200 on just Varia.
Yeah, but does have a good three buffer, so he should be fine as long as he's not.
Yeah, with that Ridley especially.
But he does have to farm now because he doesn't have the ammo, the glass. So
yeah,
it's close though with the drops, not too far off. Only needs what, little 10 more missiles.
Don't do the techno and self lock yourself in Motherbrain.
Yeah, I mean, count's insane. You can't blame him.
Exactly. I hate farming supers on these guys. They never drop supers. I don't know why. You get 5 drops each cycle and you still don't drop anything. At least for me. Looks pretty good for Mo. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Where's my luck? Why can't I have this luck?
Looks like he'll get up to 40 missiles, so he can clear the tank if he wants to with just missiles. Nice.
But you can be lucky is also insane. So
yeah, that's true.
Not practice in that track in that strat.
Practice your strats, Lofter. Jeez.
Yeah. But a practice can be lucky.
There you go. Didn't quite get the down back skip there. Did have to take the screw off, but absolutely fine.
It's not a proper down back skip if you don't also grapple through the zap. Change my mind.
What if you don't even have grapple, Lofter? What if you
then you just cannot zap skip then. It's impossible.
Can't zap skip. Okay. I like that there's so many ways to zap skip. There's like 1,000 different ways to zap skip. You can do some secondary zap skips. You can do the first zap skips. You can grapple. You can do down back, speed, ice.
I just think the grapple skip is so silly. Oh, that's what I mean. We didn't save.
Yep.
One catch up and it's over.
Shots. Yep. Yeah, took a full onion ring back there.
Okay.
But he's into the catch up now, so only a couple more shots. Yeah, he's dead.
Good.
So there we go. Now we get to see his escape. It was a very quick escape there. 35 seconds. I thought it would be a little longer.
Yeah, the only reason I learned the grapple zap skip is because it's so silly, because it saves like 5 frames.
Yeah, I've never used grapple in my songs, but I don't do down back either. I've just started implementing down backs into things. Generally, not something I'm super used to yet.
I also only know how to do it if you have wave, so I'm sure there's some setup with other beams as well. I just don't know them, and
Mm-hmm.
Oh, neither of these ways work. I
Yeah.
thought as well you could, but you can't. It's bowling.
Yeah, you shot the door there, and we're like, oh, nope, wrong way. Yeah, you gotta go down through the bottom there. He was trying to do it mapless, which is a good attempt, but you haven't been in Criteria for so long. It's hard to remember
for
that far back.
2 hours.
Yeah, you get there at 20 minutes, and then you're like, 2 hours later, I still remember Criteria, right?
Chip was there, right? I remember Chip being
Mm-hmm.
there.
Yeah.
Did Mo also do bowling for the map?
Yep.
That's
Both
nice.
you guys had pretty similar routes in general. The main difference was that door lock skip at wrecked chip shaft that got him his first supers.
So he didn't go into wreck ship for proper first supers.
No, he didn't. He got them eventually. He did get those ones. But, didn't get them first. There we go. Excellent escape.
GG's.
Yeah. Takes fourth overall there. Actually, a good showing by Words there, taking third in our race. That was your partner on the co-op there. You finished first.
I did.
Yeah.
Our team finished last technically because Aussie said last finish of the team counts.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's a team effort, so.
At least we got to sandwich the lobby, right?
Yeah. It's always interesting how those co-op ones work. That one was a pretty linear unless you blind gravity.
Yeah, which we could do. I was really mad about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, GG's.
GG's. Let him get his microphone sorted here. Just a moment. Hello?
Hello.
There you are. Good games.
GG's up there.
GG's.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah,
What an
yeah, it was a collectathon, wasn't it?
I'm gonna need an explanation. I don't know what I was supposed to do.
So logic was that after you get the reserve, you go through single chamber on just the reserve, and that just gets you to wreck chip with first supers. It's really stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is the only bit of logic you had an issue with was that one heat run through. I think Ice Trippers through single chamber where you stop off and farm in Grapple Tutorial 3. But it was nice to see you sequence break for those other supers in Brinstar, which you got by the door lock skip.
Yeah, the atomic ice clip. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was nice. I was desperate. I didn't know what else to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard we both explored the entire map before. I eventually found a logical path, but you have to help yourself, so it's very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You would have been, if you just grabbed your supers in Brinstar, how much were you kicking yourself after all those X's behind in Brinstar, and after that figuring out that GT was the only way for it? Because you could have grabbed so many supers on your way, but just, we're like, no, that's not important to me right now.
Yeah, I saw all the X's, but at the same time, I was like, okay, there are no majors in 3 areas.
Mm-hmm.
So that means in 2 of the biggest areas. So that means the majors are gonna be on the next 2 areas. I'm gonna find Gravity and Varia and whatever.
Yeah. And then you go to Wreck Chip and Turian and you find Phaser and Charge. And that's all. It's just so sad. You guys finished with what? You guys got to GT with what, 5 majors? Mac, like, that's all you can have before GT.
I
You
had
have
3.
Charge.
I had Charge,
'cause you didn't have
and
Phaser.
Speed.
Yeah. Which is
Oh,
just-
and Grapple, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you have like, actually, do you have Ice too? Yeah, you have Ice too. So, like, I always forget about Grappling, X-Ray, but they're there. So, so you have like 4 majors heading into GT, maybe 5 or 6 with Charge and Phaser if you get them, which is
Wait,
unfortunate.
but then I'm confused.
Hmm.
You were supposed to do GT.
Yeah,
But where were the E-tanks?
you
ones that I
don't get
got,
any. You
I
get
got
2
them.
reserves and that's it. You're supposed to Crystal Flash in the middle of the fight.
So you're supposed to collect like 45 supers and 30 power bombs to kill GT with the Crystal Flash in the middle.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You're supposed to have like 40. I think you can do it with like 40-15. So it's not too bad. You'd still have to pause abuse a lot, but it'd be possible, I think. But yeah, that is the logical way to kill GT without the ill-gotten tanks you both retrieved in wrecked ship.
Yeah, but the spike suit setup was just so convenient.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys both got different spike suits there. Mo, you got yours in the baby crate, and
Yeah.
Lopter got his right below there in what's it called? Fire Fleece.
Wait, yeah.
Brings our fire, please.
Yeah.
So nice, easy spike suits all around for you. Yeah, I was like, they're. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess once you get to wreck ship, the city is kind of a little bit open,
Mhm.
except for the GT thing.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as you
Yeah,
get those
that's a-
supers, you can go everywhere.
That's a nice thing about my route, and the logical route is me knowing Wreck Chip and Torian were both empty. When I went back to Brinstar, I knew everything had to be behind GT, so I was ready to collect all the axes and tanks to be ready to fight GT. And GT is so much easier if you have the 30 supers. If you don't have to farm at all, like every super pack you gather is worth 2 tanks for the GT fight.
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
Mhm. It was great to see you actually managed it on 3+2 on.
Yeah, that was
25
sick.
supers. You did an excellent job of fighting that.
Yeah, that pulse abuse at the end was insane.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good triple pause abuse there. We saw a Lopter trying a few pause abuses in single chamber. Actually, were you trying for double pause abuses there, Lopter?
No, I just my brain malfunctioned and pressed the pause button instead of the R button to activate my reserves, and I just unpaused. And I did that like 4 times. I don't know what kind of aneurysm I had at that moment, but it sorted itself out, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's like, I was kind of curious about that. It looked like you were trying for it, and then
Nope, just I pressed pause for no reason.
yeah. All right. But yeah, good games. Thank you for playing this Monday Madness. I've seen you guys
commentating.
both play a lot of expert challenges lately. There's been a lot of those. Hopefully we can see some more.
Yeah, I heard there's maybe a tournament at some point, so I wanted to get some practice in.
Yeah, that is the word on the street. Nothing organized yet, but we will see. But yeah, next up is the Wednesday Weekly, so join us for that coming up. I don't remember what it is this time. I know we're going through some interesting things. Let's see, what is the next schedule here? We have another Season 5's test, so...
Yeah.
See if it's just another -2 supers, -1 PB depth, or whether it's something else. But yeah, good
I've been
games to
saying
both of you.
disable spike suits for season 5.
Mm.
Definitely not aimed at one particular person.
What do you caught against Raylex here? Come on now.
Anyway, I didn't say any names. You said the name, okay?
Come on now. We knew.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. Not having them saved is probably the only thing we can do.
I mean, that's already the case right now.
Yeah, that's. I don't
think
they should
that's
be
good
saved
for
either.
yeah. I think that's very good for hard tricky, especially.
Mhm. I mean, there's so many sequence breaks that happen anyway. So spike suiting being one. Like,
Yeah, we don't need to encourage it even more. That's all I'm trying to say.
remove all spikes, please. That'll just make the game easier.
Start with Spike Breaker.
All right. Anyways, good games to both of you. Guys, got any last words?
Nope. I'm good.
No, just thank everyone for watching. People who comes and tracking and all the work. And just that. Thanks everyone. Really appreciate the effort put to to make this possible. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. See you next mission.